What's going on? It's My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Chicago has Kim Fox. They say it's soft on crime. New York has this woman, Judge Naiti Semaj. They say it's soft on crime. I'm going to bring you guys the latest story out of New York. They're saying a man allegedly strangled his stepson to death while out on parole. This judge lets him out on his own recognizance. 15-year-old Corde Scott. This story out of New York, out of the Bronx. I'm going to bring you guys this. Tyresse Minter, who is 28, is only being charged with second-degree manslaughter and only criminal negligent homicide. I'm going to bring you guys the story, of course. I'm going to also bring you guys some of the stories that they're saying, oh, she's so soft on. I'm going to also bring you guys this man, Tyresse Minter, was already on parole in 2019 charges for pistol beating a man, shooting him 3 times in the back. This man only did 3 years. I'm going to also bring you guys what she said to the mother before she let the killer go on his own recognizance. I'm going to bring you guys that also. I want you guys to understand what is second-degree manslaughter and what is criminal negligent homicide. This man only is facing 15 years at best. Also, his story, according to the family, has changed somewhat from what he told in the hospital. And I'm going to also bring you guys on what to look for when you're out there dating a man so this doesn't happen. Renee, what's going on with this story?
Yeah, so on January 23rd, 2023, Corde Scott, 15, was in his Bronx apartment with his stepfather, Tyresse Minter, 28 years old, when allegedly a physical altercation ensued. Minter, 28, allegedly says that Corde allegedly pulled out a weapon, and so he strangled him, resulting in Corde's death. According to the district attorney, Tyresse Minter allegedly grabbed Corde by the neck, cutting off his oxygen supply. Then Minter allegedly wrapped his legs around his stepson, restraining him. Corde eventually lost consciousness and died. So my question is, has something happened between the two of them before, the stepson and the stepdad, where they had some type of physical altercation before? And if so, why wasn't anything done about it?
Now, so what I'm reading is they're saying that it took Minter 20 minutes before contacting authorities allegedly to report the boy's death.
Yeah, and then also, where was the child's father at in all of this? And what does he think of this? Because we haven't heard anything from the child's father.
I know the child's real biological father is hot. I know he's heated about this. Because first and foremost, man, how do you let this convicted felon, violent felon, and you every bit of 35, he ain't but 28 years old. And that's why I wanted to bring you guys this, ladies. Yo, frequent physical fighting, increased loss of temperature, alcohol, drug abuse, increases risk behavior, school performance, episode of mental planning to commit a violent acts. But were they married? So why they let this guy go the day of the court? The mother was late to the court hearing. Let's take a look at what yours truly, Semaj, says. So the article's gonna read, Judge rips grieving mom cutting her son's accused killer loose. So they're gonna say, the prosecutor is like, Judge, our preference is to wait. Because the mother's late. Our preference is to wait. Because this is a homicide case, Conway explained. This is the prosecutor. She says, our preference, the judge shot back. Oh my, you want me to what? My bad, I completely forgot that your preference actually matters here. Are you serious right now? This is what the judge is saying. The mom is late. Really? You're not gonna give the mom time to see you let the killer go? All right, so she says, hey, if you think for a second I'm gonna stop what I'm doing, a second, because in case the mother to get here, are you serious? Semaj showed more respect ordering the ex-con's release despite con's request that he be held without bail. The prosecutor is saying, don't let that man go. Hold him without bail. Even his public defender said, okay, ma'am, how about $10,000 bail? At one point, they're saying the judge even halted proceeding because she feared Tyresse Minter, who was 28, who's the accused killer, looked like he was trying to possibly pass out. And his lawyer said, ma'am, relax. He's just breathing deeply. And his own lawyer says he was just breathing deeply. And this is him.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this judge, but yeah, I mean, she definitely should have waited for the mother to get there. That was her son that was deceased. So, I mean, that's very disrespectful. So I don't know why the judge had more empathy for Minister, the convicted criminal.
So this guy is being charged with second-degree manslaughter, which is this bottom paragraph here. Defense. If you're charged with manslaughter in the second degree on reckless behavior, then the defense charge would be to your actions were not reckless as defined by the statute. For example, if you show the death occurred as a result of an accident. This is what this guy's being charged with, pretty much an accident. When this man got out of jail, the mom should have at least, if she's going to date a convicted felon, at least see how he interacts with your 15-year-old son. I remember I was in my early 20s and dating a female. I think she was in her 40s. And I get to her crib and her son turned around. He's like 17. He looked at me. I looked at him. I'm like, oh. And he looked at me like, dude, what the? And I was like, oh, I am out of here. Hold on. Because that little boy looked at me. I'm almost his age. He looked at me like, hold on, dude. And I'm like, woo, look at the time. I am out of here. She should have at least just dated. Go ahead.
Yeah, there has to be a very hard adjustment because if he's 15, so if it's been him and his mom, they have like their own, routine, their own relationship. And now you bringing somebody else in that just throws off the whole dynamic.
Yeah, he's almost grown. 3 years, he's grown. I mean, I don't think that this probably was the first argument or episode or even the young boy showing that I don't like him.
Exactly.
And
he was and Mr. was 28, so he was pretty young himself.
Right. You 28, the mom 35.
Right.
Right. You got to take that in consideration. I'll never forget that look. That young boy turned around. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, oh, look at the time. I am out of here. Anyway, shout out to everybody sending me stories. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Thank you, Renee, for coming on. Peace, peace.
On fire. Ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.